Monique Samuels is back for Real Housewives of Potomac season 10, and she's finally breaking her silence about the real reasons behind her shocking return. After a public divorce and years away from the cameras, discover the personal journey and motivations that led her back to the show, ready to redefine herself. T-Squad, last Saturday, we all were shocked to learn that Monique Samuels was returning to Potomac. Yes, after years of saying that she was done with reality television, that she would never go back, it was announced last Saturday that she in fact was coming back and had already begun filming. Well, a lot of us were shocked. A lot of us were confused. Like, what actually happened that led her to change her mind about coming back to Potomac? Well, she sat down in her car this past week and said this. This is my first time watching this too, you guys.
Hello. What up, people?
She looks pretty.
What's going on? Oh, I love you too. What's going on? Shout out where you're from in the comments. It's so funny because I've said for years and years, it's a no. It's never, And every single year since I've been gone, every time I've been asked, I've been like, no. Even this year, like literally, I said I declined probably a good 7 times. And then something happened. Something changed, and I was just like, I'm not the person that I was. And a lot of the reasons that I said no was because of the person that I was, and I'm not her anymore. So what better way to test my healing? But no, for real, I have been running from the platform that gave me a foundation out here in these streets. And when I really thought about it, what was keeping me from returning was a lot of fear, and it was also a lot of PTSD. I was built way different then. I'm built a little better now. And giving everything that I have going on in my life between my business, Millie of Essentials, which has been extremely successful, and then also my book that I've been working on, which for anyone who's been following me consistently, y'all know I've been talking about my book for like at least 2 years now. It's been a work in progress. It's also something that's near and dear to me, and I love that you'll not only be able to see the levels of growth that I've achieved when you read my book, but you'll also be able to see it now on TV as well. So I'm excited, looking forward to it, and just seeing what God has in store for me. So I'm no longer fearful. I have been able to move past that, and it's my season. I'm stepping into my season. I feel like everything that I've gone through up until this point has been for this moment, and I'm really excited. And yes. I'm not worried. I'm like, I put my ego in check a long time ago. I put my ego in check during Love and Marriage DC. How about that? But I've grown so much, and I know who I am, and I have nothing to prove. So yes, my book is called Love Letters from Versions of Myself. And it's a true story. Like, literally, it's been my journals. It's been everything that I've gone through, how I've processed information. It's been about my ayahuasca journey. I've done ayahuasca. I've done hypnotherapy. I've done so many amazing things that have helped me to be on this healing path. And I can't wait to share it with you. So it's called Love Letters from Versions of Myself.
I love the title. And from an author perspective,
it just talks about
great title.
A journey, not even just my journey, but a journey in general to finding yourself, accepting yourself, loving yourself, realizing how life really works, how everything is a mirror, how we need the people in our lives to push us to the next level. Whether those people are haters, however you want to call it, or people who love us dearly, or people who just give us a tough time, they're all meant for a reason. And the way that it impacts you is different. But people need to understand that you call in exactly what it is you need in life, So if you're saying, I want peace, guess what? Everything in your life that is not peaceful is going to be brought up, put in your face so that you can deal with it. You don't just get peace because you say you want it. So what God does is he allows, or he or she, whatever you believe in, God pushes us to start removing the things from our life that take away from our peace.
Yes.
And then you become peace. Peace is not something that you get. You know, people be like, I gotta get my peace. I used to be one of those people too. But then I realized, like, oh, wait, peace is something that you become. Because that means that no matter what situation I'm in, I still have this underlying peace that's still in me that keeps me rooted and grounded. So
I agree.
So yeah, so the book is going to be incredible. I can't wait for it to drop. So yes, love letters from versions of myself, and it is going to be incredible. So I use my life as a foundation for the book, but I do give you different tools to use. I give you some of the things that I've done, like journaling and meditating and all of that. But I go a little deeper. I give you questions. I give you some like homework so that you can really like dive deep into yourself and get to know you better. Because I don't think I've ever realized this until, you know, life happened, is that like you become different during different phases of your life, you know? And a lot of times we operate like we're still the same person, but we're not. We're like literally changing. Every 7 years, they say that your body is like completely new, you know? So we're changing. And I don't think that we always keep up with paying attention to what those changes are, you know? So it's really cool. So yes. Oh, you like my hair? Thank you. I did it this morning. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, washed my hair, retwisted it. You see them parts is like parting. Them things is clean. And I did this myself. Y'all know I be doing my hair. Y'all already know that. Yes. So what can we expect from you this coming season? Oh goodness. Well, we're just getting started, so I don't really know. But expect to see a difference in me than what you saw 5 years ago. So, yes. So yeah, it's been nice, and the timing is perfect, you know, because I wasn't in the space where I'm at right now, even last year, even a few months ago, you know, I wasn't in this space. So yeah. But I see y'all asking a lot of good questions, but I'm not going to be able to answer them. Y'all already know I can't answer all of these questions, so y'all will have to wait and see. So if this friend of the show attests to see if you wanted to come back as a housewife next season, not necessarily. Me being a friend works for my schedule. So I was like, I am in no way, shape, or form interested in doing full time right now because I enjoy my time. I enjoy traveling. I enjoy the spontaneity of it. Like I am always like picking up and I'll just get on a plane with my children. Y'all already know how I do. And I want to make sure that all of my time with my kids is with my kids. So that's the most important thing. And I said, you know what, if this can fit with the schedule that I already have in the life that I already have, then we can do some things. But I'm not trying to do anything that's going to have me busy and just like nonstop. I was that person already. I don't want to be that person again. I love that I have a freedom in the sense that I create and maintain my own schedule, my own life. I move when I want to move, and when I don't want to move, I ain't moving. So that's the beautiful thing about this friend thing, because yeah, like being full time, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and your schedule is not yours anymore, you know? So, but we'll see what the future holds. There was a time where I said I would never come back, and here I am. So I won't say never, ever again. Yes. How come you left Cameo? I left everything that was keeping me way too busy, and I completely started all the way over. So for those of you who don't know, I did radio. I was doing morning radio for almost 3 years, and that was incredible. My favorite job ever. Yes. So I left that because it just became too much with the kids, and I felt like I was just like non-stop, and I wanted to make sure that with co-parenting, I wanted to make sure that when it's my week with the kids, I want them to have all my attention. I wanted all my energy for them. So I ended up leaving radio last August, and I've been doing Male Eve Essentials full time. I do speaking engagements, I do expos, I do pop-ups, you know, so that's what I've been doing. And it's been really nice. It's been really fun. So I already explained the reason I came back. So I am going to save this live, and y'all can, you know, watch from the beginning. So yes, I will be back in a smaller capacity, but nonetheless, my presence is very big. My energy is huge. Yes. So yeah. Thank y'all. Can you publish the binder as well? So I did, kinda. If you look at my YouTube channel, Tea with Monique, I did what I called binder time stories, and I had a lot of fun with it. So if you check that out, it's still there on my YouTube channel, and if y'all haven't seen it, y'all should definitely watch it. It's hilarious. It's very dramatic. It's so me, very dramatic. It's like giving Bridgerton vibes with actually my hair was kind of similar to how I have it right now. I just thought about that. That's funny. But yeah, binder time stories it's hilarious. It's super dramatic and fun. So check that out. Yes. You going to be at BravoCon? We'll see. We shall see. Everybody's saying that y'all been praying for me to return. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you so much. Well, your prayers have been answered. Y'all prayers have been working. Just a little bit. I'll be popping in and out. So yeah, it's so funny because I was so just I was so angry and I was so bitter when I left. I left on a note where I was just upset with everybody, and I had good reason. But still, to get to this space where I'm just excited about filming again is it's interesting. You never know what loopholes and what changes and curveballs life is going to throw you. If you would have asked me this a few weeks ago, I would have been like, hell no. And what's funny is, so for y'all who have been saying that I lied when I was asked about returning, so probably a little over a month ago, there was this thing all over social media saying that I was returning, and someone asked me, are you coming back? Is it true? And I said, not true, boo. At that time, I wasn't. At that time, I had actually said no about 5 times. So literally last week, I was like, you know what? F it. Let's do it. What do I have to lose? True story. Literally last week.
Out of everything she spoke about in that live, I was most impressed by the fact that she was honest about that she was bitter, that she was angry when she left the show. And in a lot of ways, she did have a lot of reasons to be upset by the way things were handled via production, the network, Andy, her cast members, and everything. That was such a hot topic during that time of, was she wrong for hitting Candace? Was she right for hitting Candace? Did Candace antagonate her on purpose? It was just such an argument. And you had people on her side. You had people on Candace's side. And it was such a debate. Y'all already know that I was on Monique's side in that situation, heavily, still am to this day. You can feel how you want to feel about that situation. I honestly could care less. But I think that based off what I'm seeing thus far, it does seem like she's in a totally different headspace, being somebody that was a lot like her years ago, who was angry, who was reactive, who was quick to anger, who would cuss you out in a heartbeat and didn't give no F's. When you go through something traumatic in life and you see what life is really about, and you do find that peace that we all have searched for, it takes a lot to really knock you off your square. So if she wants to be tested, this is the way to get tested, to see if she has really truly grown. Would I put myself in that position with the headspace that I'm in? Not really, but to each his own. I'm actually happy that she is coming back to the show. I can't wait to see what her presence is going to be like on the show, how she's going to fit into this circle of women again. I saw a lot of people in my videos last week when I reported that Monique was coming back. A lot of people were very snarky and was like, I thought she said she wasn't never coming back. I guess the money must have dried up. And, and I'm looking like, y'all act like y'all ain't never said y'all wasn't going to do something and ended up doing it anyway. You said you weren't going to eat that cupcake, but you ate it. You said you going to start going to sleep at a certain time. You still stayed up late. You said you weren't going to take that no good nigga back, but you did. Like, come on now. Like, come on. People have the right to change their minds. It's okay. It's all right. She was, like she said, bitter. She was angry. She was disgusted with reality television. Imagine going from one effed up experience to then going to another. So yeah, it left a bad taste in her mouth, and she probably didn't have the best of things to say about reality television for a while. But now she's done the work on herself and she knows how to play the game now, apparently. Hopefully. So I guess that's something that time will actually have to tell. And she gonna be tested, all right. And I say that because video footage surfaced over the weekend of Giselle at an event of hers, and guess who was there?
Our budget in 5 minutes, and y'all have done it. Congratulations. Y'all know that means. Your next rate is on you. Okay. Y'all can stay as long as you want to. I love everybody. The food will be here until it's gone. But thank you.
Big back, big back. Big back, big back. Charisse was there. Now, we didn't see Charisse wide back ass all last season. But isn't it funny that now she's back for season 10, the same season that Monique has come back. And we all know how much of a hard on that she had for Monique on her last season. So I'm wondering, is Giselle starting her antics already with being messy? Because we know how Giselle operates. And like I told y'all, I don't see them being besties or anything like that. I see them being cordial because the networks wants Giselle to play nice for right now. But I also see Giselle using other people's as her mouthpiece so she can, quote unquote, keep her hands clean. So why not bring in Charisse, who is a pit bull in a skirt? Literally, okay? So, you know, she always come with the tea on people and what's really going on with people. So this is what I'm suspecting is going on here with this whole situation. I don't know what this event is that Giselle threw, what it's for, but the dress is tea, okay? Looks like Giselle finally learned how to put on some clothes and letting them coordinate, okay? But I can't wait to see why Charisse is back, because she ain't just back just to be popping up. She's back to start some drama, to start some mess. I can pretty much guarantee that. And I'm pretty much betting my money that Monique was not at this event, and that this event is going to lead up to some mess involving Monique. I will be shocked if it doesn't, but them two together, I don't put nothing past it. And I'm actually quite pissed that we got to deal Warren Sapp again. I was so elated that we did not see that NFL running back last season. But here we are again, and here he is. And I do not have time for their foolishness, okay? I simply do not. But T-Squad, y'all let me know what y'all think about Monique's statement on her return to Real Housewives of Potomac. And what do you think about big back, big back, big back, big back coming back? Let's talk about it down below in the comment section, you guys. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.